Hi, I'm Ken Lipstock, and today we're going to talk about laser vision correction pricing. You may have heard recently ads for $250 or so per eye for LASIK, sounding too good to be true, because it is too good to be true. Very, very few people qualify for the requirements to have it at that low price. You need to have a very low nearsighted prescription with hardly any astigmatism. You can't be farsighted. So some will qualify, but very rare. It's a way of getting you to call or into the door so that the other realistic prices are given, the average price being around $1,700 to $2,000 an eye for laser vision correction, which is right where we are. And in fact, I'm not going to be undersold. We've always given a price match, and so we have $250 an eye price for those very rare patients who qualify. So rest assured, we've got that, but you probably don't qualify. And so my job is to educate you so that you can make the best decisions possible. When it comes to laser vision correction, you want to know that the best technology is being used, of course, an experienced surgeon and a well-trained surgeon. It's also very important that the surgeon lives in the area so that they're here to examine you very carefully before surgery so the best decisions can be made about your care. And the surgeon needs to be there afterwards for whatever reason if you needed to be seen at any time, whether it's during regular hours or after hours. And we do that. The corporate laser centers that are advertising these low prices have surgeons that don't live in the state, let alone in the Richmond area. And so they're not there to examine you carefully before surgery, and certainly not there to see you after hours in the Richmond area. As far as technology goes, when you're having that quote-unquote cheap LASIK at these LASIK corporate centers for $250 an eye, or the next price up $1,000 per eye, you're not going to receive blade-free LASIK. You're going to have the older technology that uses a blade to make the flap, which is required in LASIK. I'm very experienced at using that machine. In fact, the person who trained me and became my past partner, he's not American, invented that machine. I was there in the early days and been doing laser vision correction for decades. And I'm very experienced and skilled at using that machine. But once the laser came out to create the flap, I didn't go back. It was so obvious to me that it had a superior result, even though we did well in the old days, but it is better. And even when we provide LASIK for $250 for that rare patient, I'm still going to use the blade-free LASIK technique. When it comes to the other laser we use for actually not the flap, but for changing the shape of the cornea to cure you of your eyeglass prescription, so you don't need to wear glasses or contacts anymore, there's wavefront technology, which is the latest state-of-the-art technology, versus the old traditional conventional software used that we got from your eyeglass prescription. There's no question there's a better quality result with the wavefront. We did well with the old technology, but with the wavefront technology, it's a better quality vision, especially when you have a higher eyeglass prescription. The low-cost LASIK is going to use the conventional software, which for $250 an eye, you'll do very well with that. Not quite as good as the wavefront guided technology, and so I'll use the conventional software for that because it costs so much more to do the wavefront. I still recommend wavefront technology and not having it at the lower cost, but just to be here for you and so that you don't go down the path of a center that doesn't have a surgeon that doesn't live in the area and they're not using blade-free technology. I think that conventional software is okay on that lower price range, even though, again, I recommend the wavefront, which you do have to pay somewhat more for. So, to recap, laser vision correction pricing is a subject that can be confusing and misleading. I just want to educate you so that you understand everything that's going on. You should look at our website that has our pricing on it in detail, very transparent, and I hope it explains to you what is best for you, what's available for you, and what best suits your budget. Keep in mind when it comes to laser vision correction pricing, you want to look at value. It's not always just the cost, but what are you getting for the cost? And you want to keep in mind how expensive over the years eyeglasses and contact lenses are as compared to laser vision correction. At our average price for wavefront guided LASIK with blade-free technology, it's only about $38 per eye per month over a 5-year period. If your budget can afford that, you certainly will come out way ahead over a lifetime when it compared to what you're spending on glasses and contacts, especially when you hit the bifocal age. No-line bifocals can cost somewhere between $250 for a pair of glasses up to $900 for a pair of glasses. And so when you do the math, doing laser vision correction when it comes to the pricing is like putting money in the bank. But really, the price is priceless. To have the ability to wake up in the morning and see perfectly clear for the rest of your life. So I hope you understand the subject a little bit better now, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our office soon. Thank you.